So he knows that he has to hit that inside gap. You see him? So he's trying to hit that gap between the guard and the tackle.
Hoping to occupy two men and free a linebacker who was coming behind him.
That's what he was trying to do, and he just jumped too soon.
Here's Hostetler back to throw it. Gets it upfield quickly to Stephen Baker. Stopped by Weimer, but that should be enough for a Giant first down, a gain of 9.
You see Stephen Baker jump up like that. When you only weigh 155 pounds, and you're playing in the National League, National Football League, and you get knocked out, you have to jump up quickly and like, hey, you can't hurt me. You know, that type of thing. Stephen Baker's been doing that all his life.
First and 10. Baker wide left this time, along with another. This is Maurice Carthon, who carried the ball more last week against the Bears than he has all year. The Giant bench and defensive instructions.
Well, Bill Belichick is the defensive coordinator of the Giants, and one thing you learn as a defensive coach, you learn to draw upside down. And then all you guys watching, you draw all the plays and the formations that they do. This guy is a very good coach, and they're talking about him as a possible head coach in the National Football League this year. He's only 38 years old.
Very intense. You draw upside down like that if you sell insurance or if you're a defensive coach. Stetler's pass is behind Bavaro and knocked down by Romanowski. Keith DeLong on the blitz put pressure on Hostetler.
Yeah, you'll see the pressure. Keith DeLong comes from the backside. You see, it's going to be from Hostetler's back. There comes Carter up the front, DeLong on the back. And he had to throw the ball at that time. But I'm impressed with Hostetler. I was impressed with last week how cool he was. And you say, well, that's at home. But this week, he looks like he's bringing that same coolness here.
3rd and 8. Well, they're very aware of his running ability. Should be. Incomplete. Flag on the play. Ingram jumping up and down after the ball went by, and finally the yellow flag came flying.
That may be one that Ingram talked him into.
Pass interference. Number 26. Defense. Automatic first down.
Oh, if you're going to work on someone, the 49ers, the guy they work on is Darryl Pollard, number 26. I don't know from that if he was there a little early or not, but let's watch 26 right there. Now that, to me, doesn't look like pass interference. You have to give a guy a chance to defend, and if that's all he did, there's nothing wrong with that.
However, it's a first down Giants at the 49er 30. That's Henderson straight ahead. A gain of 8, stopped by Ronnie Lott. Good hold over the right side.
You know, one thing that the Giants all talked about yesterday, Pat, and the day before is that last time they played, they had success between the 20s. And they're coming up to the 20-yard line now, and that's where they didn't have any success. They had opportunities last time to get the ball in, and they just couldn't get it in. So they've been spending all their time on this red zone area.
And that's what they all emphasized yesterday when we talked with them. Once we get in the red zone, we've got to put some points on the board. And here's Anderson inside the 11. Stopped finally by Millen. The 11th play of this drive on an 11-yard gain.
Okay, watch the left side of the line. Here's where they get the blocks. They want to get a big block off of Jumbo Elliott. Now watch Jumbo Elliott start off. See, he takes off, Roberts takes off. They just fire out. They get that soft spot right there, and that gives Anderson the room. That was a big hole. Because that was the other thing they decided. When they get inside the 20, they want to do 3 things. 1, run straight at him. 2, bootleg with the quarterback. Or 3, draw with the quarterback.
Maggott is the lone setback. Maurice Carthon in motion. Option pass coming from Maggott to Carthon. Touchdown, and he dropped it. Incomplete. Matt Millen was the attempted defender. He had it and dropped it. It was there.
Oh, what a matchup. That's the thing that you plan for, is to get Matt Millen having to cover a guy in the end zone. Matt Millen is a run guy. That looked like a perfect pass. This is a run pass. You flip it out to Megan. He's going to come out there. Watch Carthon. He is completely free, and old Millen just turns his back, and I don't think he got a hand in there or anything. It looked like Carthon just dropped that ball.
Slid right through.
Woo.
Second down. Giants at the 11. Hostetler over Bavaro's head. Incomplete.
I think this is the thing that the Giants need a play here, because that's all they talked about is that haunted them last time, that red zone, the 49ers defense being so good in there. Here's their drive so far. They've been able to do that before, but can they do this?
The 20 and in. That red zone they keep talking about. 3rd and 10. They can make a first without scoring. Out of bounds, incomplete. Ingram, the intended receiver. Pollard was the 49er cover man.
That was the other thing. They felt that they couldn't run slants, that they had to run fades. You see up on top 82, Ingram, he's running what they call a fade. Now that ball should be thrown towards that cone more. Now what Ingram's arguing is that he was pushed out of bounds, that he caught the ball, and if he weren't pushed, he would have been inbound.
Matt Barr from 28 yards away with Hostetler holding. Some doubt during the week whether Barr would be able to make it. His field goal is good, and this game is tied at 3 with 2:41 left to play in the first quarter at Candlestick.
Guys, get him down.
The NFC Championship game between the Giants and the 49ers tied at 3. Kofer with a 47-yard field goal as the 49ers hit first. And then the Giants on 28-yard field goal by Barr tie the score at 3-3. 2:41 left to play in the first quarter. Pat Summerall with John Madden. The winner goes to Tampa. The Super Bowl against Buffalo. 3-3 at Candlestick. Barr to kick it off. Dexter Carter at the 5. Good return outside the 30. Finally stopped by Bobby Abrams. A return of 27 yards by Carter.
Yeah, if you look at the end of the last play, watch that. That ball was almost intercepted by Emerson Walls. It went right through him. But how about that tackle by Jerry Rice?
Jerry Rice, yeah.
We know that he could run and catch and do all that, but that was a pretty good tackle.
Loss of 4 on that pass completion. 2nd and 24. Is complete to Gerard, but again a very short game. Greg Jackson and the rest of the Giants secondary right there. Hostetler stays loose on the sideline. I don't know who took those pictures, but he didn't.
He did, and he wondered how with all that armor on his hands and all that stuff in his hands, he could flip them. That takes dexterity to be able to have those big hands and those big feet. It's a good thing he doesn't have to take the pictures from those hands.
3rd and 21. Montana under pressure again, comes out of there, slides down, and the 49ers will have to punt. After Johnson made sure he stayed down.
The Giants, I was just saying, the Giants have done an excellent job. They've done an excellent job of throwing Montana out of rhythm on this series. That they didn't let him throw the ball. They didn't have anyone open. You see Steve Wallace here blocking against Lawrence Taylor. He does a good job, but the other guys didn't give Montana any lanes to throw in.
Maggott back deep. Harry Helton was punting extremely well in the pregame warm-up. Back to punt for the 49ers. That'll stay up there a long time. Meggett will handle it, however. He does. Giants will take over at their own 44. Mike Wilson made the stop. That's the end of the first quarter with the score. The 49ers 3, the Giants 3.
28 doing Spencer Tillman. Tillman's one of the guys who can go down. He's one of the guys that's a marked man on the punt coverage. He's trying to get downfield.
That's 2 knockdowns. First and 10 Giants at their own 44. Ingram, the man in motion. Penalty marker down. I think they took too much time. Handoff was to Anderson.
Well, I'll tell you, did Jumbo Elliott tie into someone over there on that left side?
False start, number 78, offense,
False
5
start.
yards, first down.
78 is Pierce Holt. I'll
Number
tell you up on that.
76.
But I'll tell you, watch this. Watch when Elliott ties in here. Even though this play doesn't go anywhere and it doesn't count or anything, that's the way you drive block. Watch him fire out. See how low he is? And watch him fire out into him and get Fagan going backward. I mean, that is 2 men right there just blocking head to head.
First and 15. Remember, the Giants started their last drive with a penalty. Here's Hostetler. Deep for Ingram. And just slightly overthrown. Earlier today in Buffalo, no contest. 51-3. The Bills will go to Tampa, and one of these two will be the opponent.
I'll tell you, that was a shocker. The Bills looked almost perfect, and our congratulations to them. And going to the Super Bowl, and then, of course, the team that wins here gets to go down there and play. If the Giants win, they're leaving tonight right after the game to go to Tampa.
Giants win, of course, it's
All New York.
Super Bowl. 49ers win it. East Coast, West Coast. Family flags fly everywhere.
False start.
Start again.
60.
You know, that's one of the things they were talking to us about yesterday, that Hostetler's count, his cadence is difficult to get used
Well,
to.
you see what happens here? I think Ronnie Lott is up here faking a blitz, and I think that will take an offensive lineman more and make him a little nervous. You see him move there, and he moved when Lott got up to fake, and then Lott moved out. Eric Moore moved.
Second and 20. Hostetler gives to Meggett. Not much. Picked up perhaps 4, stopped by Kevin Fagan and Waymer.
Well, the 49ers are keyed in on that play. They figure that when Meggett's in there, they're either going to throw to him or he's running a draw. So when they're in there, they are keying draw. The Giants have 2 or 3 different kinds of draws.
I'm playing
That
more
one's
against the
what they
computer,
call a lag
then I'm gonna erase the
draw.
game, reinstall it, and then we try to get back into this.
49ers now go with their pass rushing unit, which means Larry Roberts will now be one of the rushers. And Haley comes to the left. Wide on the outside. Stacey Robinson in the game for the Giants. Hostetler gets to Meggett. Meggett hammers close to a first down. Not quite enough, I don't think.
That is going to be interesting. If it is a first down, it's going to be a great effort by Dave Meggett. If it's not a first down, what does Coach Bill Parcells do? See, he's hitting his helmet there. This is what they call scat. So he hits his helmet which way he's going to look to go. He didn't make the first down on it, though. You see, he's going to go through to that side, then just find him anywhere he wants to go. Good tackle right there, stopped them, and they have to punt. No going for it on 4th down today.
Landetta. Back deep to punt it, John Taylor. Back for the 49ers. Taylor. Cut down by Lewis Tillman. 37-yard punt by Landetta. Taylor brought it back 9 yards. 13.
Let's erase it. EA. Fix this.